So, are you on such a committee now or not?
I'm an alternate.
You're an alternate. You know, one of the things I've been thinking about, do you know if they actually have public votes, meaning whenever there's endorsements or anything else, do they actually, like they do in Congress, have a roll call where your name is
No, I think all the times that we've ever had to vote, or that I've had to vote in place of the person I'm an alternate for, is it's just they hand out they make sure that, you know, if the member's not there, the alternate's there, and then they hand you a secret ballot, you know, you vote for whichever, and they have all the candidates listed, they vote for whichever candidate you want, your choice, hand it in, and then they tally the votes. But I actually think having a public vote roll call would actually kind of shake things up a little bit.
That's what I'm thinking. See, I think the absolute transparency, and I've heard some of the arguments against it. It has to be secret because otherwise vendettas can come out. I don't buy it. Because if vendettas come out and you can see a pattern of votes, you're going to have other people that are going to come up and say, that's not allowed. Yeah. I think they should absolutely, because it also establishes for voters, since this is an elected office moving forward, it establishes a history.
Yeah.
So I can look in there and they can look at me and they can say, you know, Brady absolutely supported these candidates. And then they can make decisions. And I think the track record is matter moving forward.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, if I had the opportunity to vote at the endorsement meeting, I mean, I'm sure they would have seen a lot. I would probably be all over the map with endorsements. Like, I think Jim Miller for judge, excellent candidate. I mean, I'm a very strong Nathan Fletcher supporter for mayor. You know, the 76 is tough for me because, you know, all three candidates are very good. You know, I talked to Rocky Chavez on the phone quite a bit, and Sherry actually had me over for dinner a few months back, and I've known Farah through interactions with her on the Central Committee and fully supported her race for City Council. So, I mean, that's a tough race.
And that would have been interesting to see the votes on that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know that a secret Central Committee does any good. I think that it should be open.
It should be open and transparent. You know, and on that note, you know, having done Central Committee in Orange County where I was elected, the one thing that concerns me, and this plays on that open and transparentness, is in Orange County you had a situation where consultants would run their people for Central Committee.
Right.
You know, and because Orange County is so Republican, there's multiple consultants.
Sure.
So the consultants would run their people for Central Committee and pretty much stack the deck for whichever candidate. You know, and so and that's not activism. That's politics by business. And you know,
and this knocks that out.
Yeah, and it's
or at least exposes it.
And it's not even an ideological question. It's not. You know, are you for this on social issues or for this on economic issues? This is basic. You know, is this the right direction for a Central Committee, for politics in general? This politics really is not, for me, it's about public service. You know, regardless of whether you are in the issues, if you have a dedication to public service and if you're going to influence public policy for the better, then, and if you're coming up for the Republican Party endorsement, then, you know, you should have a fair chance of being.
Well, this is good. See, this is what transparency does too, because I think it also exposes the political consultants' games.
Yeah, exactly.
For example, I've known you for a number of years, and you know, I know we're not perfectly in tandem on certain things.
Right.
And our votes are going to show that.
Yeah.
But I think
you might actually be surprised though.
But I think there's a lot of votes that you and I will agree upon that will surprise other people.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So that'll be interesting because I know a lot of our stuff overlaps. But it'll be interesting to see because knowing you as I know you, I know nobody will be able to ascribe our votes to being backed by a political consultant.
Yeah, exactly.
And whereas we will, if we have an open and transparent roll call, we will be able to see, oh my gosh, right down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you're going to have Central Committee candidates that can run on that issue the next time around.
Yeah, absolutely.